Welcome back. It's been a while. Whew. In the words of Stained. Ugh. To another amazing episode of Rounds of the Knight's Table. I'm Jim.
I'm Eric.
Today we're going to talk about the Bulgarian Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This takes place 50 years after the original Texas
So
Chainsaw.
it's another direct sequel to the original.
Ooh. That's got a little burn. Tonight we are drinking on some Pinnacle whipped cream vodka.
It's more smoky. Or smoky.
Peanut butter whiskey. Oh my god, it goes down smooth. You need it to watch this movie for sure. None of the original cast members. Gunnar Hansen's passed. Toby Hooper, director, passed. Marilyn Burns, I believe, has passed as well. New faces in this movie. Sarah Yarkin, Elsie Fisher, Mark Burnham.
Any relation to Bo?
Jacob Lattimore, that name sounds familiar. And Mo Dunford. Don't mess with Texas. So this movie is really about a group of hipsters who come to this small town in Texas to buy this old abandoned ghost town, essentially, that has good bones.
Yeah, and they're trying to auction off the buildings to a whole bunch of,
other,
I guess, rich people.
Gentrification. So they got their Leatherface is there. In this orphanage.
Yeah, it's this old, busted up orphanage, and
that they never got the title to.
Right. You don't technically know it's him yet. But, I mean, who else could that frame be? The old woman that ran it is there taking care of him, keeping him,
I didn't even buy that she was that old. Let's get into the good.
Let's do it.
It was an hour and 20-something minutes long.
So that's only an hour and 20 minutes that you gotta, spin to watch this movie.
I thought some of the kills were really good.
Oh, some of these kills were actually quite fantastic to me. Like, the bank woman Charlotte.
Trying to climb out that bus.
Trying to get out the bus, but then cut in half.
Oh, man.
What is that, a buzzsaw?
It was like some kind of a buzzsaw. It's called back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, by the way. Not related, though, in this movie.
Nope. The entrails falling out with her. Oh, that was nice.
The final kill was really sweet. That's probably the best one.
A lot of these Texas Chainsaw movies have done this, where they look like that old film grain type thing, and I kind of liked it with this.
That's what it should be every time. But with this, I did appreciate the aesthetic of the movie. The story of this movie.
movie.
Oh my god. It couldn't get out of its own way. It seemed like it wanted
couldn't tell
to be,
what type of story it wanted to tell.
Well, it wanted to be a commentary on social media. It wanted to be a commentary on self-driving cars and I guess technology as a whole. But then it wanted to be a gun activist movie. And
yeah, because the younger sister Lila in the movie, she survived a school shooting, which we called. That played a lot into her character, I guess. What little bit of character there was.
I don't know. It seemed like it tried to do too much about the younger generation, I guess, of people.
They even tried throwing cancel culture in there. Like one dude on the bus with his phone live streaming. He's like, dude, you're getting so canceled right now. No, you got canceled. They called out that fakeness on your live stream.
There are some things that happen in this movie that Freddie Mercury would tell you, defying the laws of gravity. When somebody gets thrown off the chainsaw. The dumb stuff that really made me roll my eyes. Like the chainsaw uppercut. That doesn't do anything but knock someone out.
Right. Didn't even cut their chin in half. It's not like they were holding back on the gruesomeness before with the chainsaw hitting people.
Another issue I had was this story kind of rips off Halloween, the remake Halloween.
A little bit.
Is that, it's Laurie Strode 40 years later after Halloween. And she's old now, and her mission is to kill Michael Myers. That's the same thing that Sally is. She's been a Texas Ranger. She's no walker.
We were hoping this was going to be a fun trip. The characters themselves.
Oh yeah.
I didn't come to like any character in this movie really. I didn't care if anyone lived or died. I was kind of hoping they would all die. Like,
why is he 75 years old or 70 whatever years old?
at least.
Why is he still moving it? Like DK Metcalf running down Buda Baker on an interception return. Why is he still moving like that?
I didn't say this in the good,
this
but
is
it belongs there. We did get a chainsaw overhead shot.
We did get that. The physics-defying chainsaw throw and survivability of this. First off, Sally shows up, right, and has him dead bang. And her mission in life, he's like, "You remember me?" She's like, "You remember me?" And he just walks away.
Just walks right
He's
by
like,
her.
"I don't know you, bitch. I'm senile." And she just lets him walk out for him to go after these other two girls.
A shotty to his face.
It
You
reminds
want him to remember you before he... You know
ahead.
what that reminds me of?
What?
Oberon.
Say her name.
You murdered her!
I murdered her. Oh my god. In Usual Suspects, when he's like, "How do you shoot the devil in the back? What if you miss?" You wouldn't have missed. That's spray.
Point blank with
But
that
then
kind
she
of
lets
shot.
him get outside, and then she takes the saw to the stomach and gets the, and then he throws her, and then later
And
she's
it doesn't
not
cut her
dead.
open any extra.
I know she's not dead from this.
Nope.
Manages to get a shot off at him long range with the shotty. What the hell?
Who is
kind
she,
of
me
perks
on that turkey
she
shoot?
got? What kind of perks she got on that Call of Duty package? Loot crate. The acting was okay. It's a horror movie with a bunch of
I mean,
no
what more
names.
can you expect from a Texas Chainsaw movie with acting?
Matthew McConaughey.
I mean, I guess, yeah, the acting was fine, but the characters were just
Characters
not
were
likable.
not redeemable. Not at all.
Like,
even the
Melody, oh my god.
even she's insufferable. Even the sister Lila is like, I should root for her.
Like, you want to be able to root for her because she's the survivor already. It sucks that she had to go through all that and then this.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they really did it well.
The only thing they really did do well were the kills, which were sweet. There's a Tamagotchi dying right now as we talk. Melody and her sister Lila are about to get away in the end.
They're in the
autopilot
car. They're on
discount
the way
Tesla.
home. I don't know how they kept it charged after this long trip.
300-something mile range, alright?
Yeah, and they already drove, what, from California?
California
Or somewhere.
to Bulgaria. Is it that expensive to film in Texas? Don't mess with Texas. We got a few
couldn't find
sayings
a
in
location.
Texas. It's in Tennessee. Maybe it's in Texas. Shame on. A fuma kick it fooled again. And they're getting ready to cruise off autopilot on. I don't know why you don't just floor
They
it.
open
Those
the
Teslas go
sunroof.
like 0 to 60 in like less than 3 seconds. Model 3.
Yeah, but it's all over.
Open the sunroof. Why would you do that? I'm fully
sun-
expecting the saw to come flying in.
I thought he was coming in. He wanted to go for a ride. I think
Yoinks
the
her
passenger
out.
window might have been open.
And yoinks her out.
Yoinked out Melody.
Holds her up as her sister's yelling in the sunroof as the car's just going, and saws the head off and holds it up. That was a gangster moment.
Uppercut for one
Oh,
was on him
yeah.
when he went into that 1,000-foot pool.
What was
Like,
that?
how deep was that? What kind of basement did they have that he was
It was as deep
sinking?
as my love for you.
And he still stood up that one time, like I said he was going to.
But she
Jason
hit
in
him
the
right
middle of the
here,
lake.
and it didn't split.
Did Dante?
To Dante? Listen, there is that
She
one
said
dude,
it
Richter,
twice.
who you think is going to end up being like the Matthew McConaughey,
Yeah.
next generation type of bad guy.
When it turns out the good old boy is actually a good old boy.
And then he takes a hammer to his knee, and his
Ooh,
leg
that was gnarly.
do that. Like the
It's
alien.
like, say this is the
What is
front
that?
or the
Contact?
back. It went like that.
And then he beat his face to a pulp.
He had the wherewithal to drop them keys.
Yeah, listen, I played Friday the 13th on Xbox before. All right. Anybody on comms? Mike or Kick, dude? You got a recommendation for this movie?
Don't watch it.
No, come on.
I mean, if you're...
Listen, this would make everything better. This is good. Oh
so
my
sweet. If you're a fan of the Chainsaw movies, then okay, sure. It's only an hour.
Which we
not
did
even
just
half.
we did just rewatch all these.
We did.
For Halloween. Oh man.
So it's still fresh. I wouldn't just pick it out on a random night. I would watch something else. I mean, you'll probably still be disappointed, but
Not if you watch Encanto.
that's true.
Although
Disney
I don't
Plus,
know.
though.
I don't really know.
Not Netflix.
Netflix, your prices are too damn high.
I do have a score, and you know what? The kills actually affected this score by making it better. I would give this a 4.5.
Oh, it's higher than I thought it was going to be. This movie, again, not great. Gore and the splatter, I think, make this movie, but there is no...
There's no jump scares.
Yeah, I wasn't scared watching this movie at all. I wasn't like, oh my god, this is terrifying. There were a few good moments. I did like when they're bringing the mom, or excuse me, the woman to the hospital.
Yeah.
After she has the heart attack, and he does kill all the people, and when he breaks the dude's arm and stabs him in the throat with his own bone. I mean, that stuff's kind of cool. 9.2. Just kidding.
You better be kidding.
Listen, one of my biggest complaints about this, and it really took me out of this movie, was that mask. I mean, when he put on
one of the things
face,
he's known for, with Leatherface being his persona, is a stitched together mask of many different people's skins and faces. But he just cleanly takes this one face and throws it on, cuts in ear loops and everything, like it was a homemade mask or something. From
the evil is gone. All right, so I didn't love this movie. I didn't hate it. It was exactly what I expected it to be. Exactly what I expected it to be. There were a few eye roll moments. And yeah, some of the kills are outrageous because you're like, well, he's on that bus killing people.
Having the time of his life.
He's like, dude, fish in a barrel. Let me throw a piece of dynamite in there. Essentially. It is certainly not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not the worst Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie I've ever seen. 5 across the board. I recommend seeing it. See it, you like it. Let us know down in the comments if you've seen it, if you like it.
Tippity tap.
Home row
Keyboard
keys.
go clap.
Home row keys. 60 words a minute?
I can't do that.
60 words a minute?
I got a peck.
Do you peck?
Usually.
I can no look. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. We'll check you out. We will be back. We got to talk about Spider-Man, which is overdue, and Ghostbusters Afterlife, and that will wrap up our last year, 2021, because the roundies are coming again. God, it seems like that was the last video we did. Check you out next time, Rounds. Knight's Table. This is fucking delicious.